Hello and welcome back to my channel, where today I will show you how to get 2 Dubstas with a special secondary color. Let's check it out. Before I go any further with the video, I need to admit that unfortunately those vehicles cannot be obtained in the latest versions of GTA 5. In the mission they have locked doors, and Rockstar decided to patch teleporting into locked vehicles in the version 1.27, which is a shame to say the least. If you have older versions or simply like to educate yourself and learn about the method, you can of course keep watching. The 2 Dubstas this video is all about are actually rather boring, since the only special property they have is the invisible exclusive secondary color. You can always modify Dubstas in Los Santos Customs, but you can never edit the secondary color, and those you can find from off-road races will always have the matte black secondary. Meanwhile, one Dubsta in this mission will feature a metallic black and the other one metallic cast iron silver secondary color. Interesting, but since there is no way of seeing the special tone, they are quite lame special vehicles. And I think it's worth mentioning that there are actually 2 different Dubsta models in the game. We are talking about the rather rare, modified one, which can only spawn in off-road races. Meanwhile, there is another civilian variant of Dubsta also in the game, which is not featured in this current video. To get those 2 vehicles, you need to be on a mission called Trevor Philips Industries, which is marked on a map as a C letter. It's a second mission for Trevor and can be found inside Yellow Check-In. This does not work with a mission replay. Now it is time to really get to know the actual version you are playing, since one Dubsta is not special in every earlier version. That's the Black Dubsta you see in the mission, so let's focus on that one first. It can be seen immediately once you arrive to the shootout, and it will pull up near the lab and AZTECAS will abandon it for you to grab it. However, if you play on Xbox 360 or PS3, do not obtain this Dubsta, since it's not special there at all. It can be recreated with one free roam trick, which I will talk about in another video. You only want to get this Black Dubsta if you have an enhanced version between versions 1.16 and 1.27, which is the same as versions 1.0 to 1.11 on PS4 and Xbox One. If you have one of such versions, stay with me. To steal this Dubsta, kill all the enemies from the area and go find something to block its doors, or at least one side of it. Trevor's truck seems to always serve me well. If successful, you will be teleported inside the vehicle once you press enter while doors are blocked. You can then drive off, fail the mission and put this car into Trevor's garage. I will repeat, this vehicle is only special for enhanced versions 1.16 to 1.27, aka 1.0 to 1.11 on PS4 and Xbox One. In other versions, do not obtain it. Although, as mentioned before, the vehicle is quite lame, even if you have the correct version. Now, a bit harder Dubsta, which is the grey one. This is fortunately special for every version until teleporting is patched with 1.28. Before you go after this vehicle, you should buy some grenades from the gun shop. This Dubsta will also pull up during the shootout, just like the black one. However, it is scripted to catch fire if Jeff shoots it. To avoid this, you need to kill all enemies inside before it finishes its scripted path. This can be a little tricky, especially with a controller. However, if you manage that, Jeff has no reason to shoot it any longer and it will not catch any fire. Now, if it does catch fire, immediately kill Jeff with a grenade to quickly retry again. Do not wait too long, since once the saddler arrives to the scene, new checkpoint will be passed and retry will no longer give you a correct scene to shoot the Dubsta. So be patient but quick, and eventually you'll get it done. Now, if successful with keeping Dubsta alive, you can kill all the enemies in the area and proceed with the mission until Jeff tells you to move on. Now, you need an additional failure, since Dubsta's engine is damaged and needs to be fixed to be able to teleport inside and drive away. So kill Jeff again and hit retry. Just like before, you can now kill all problematic enemies in the area and go to Dubsta. Either block its doors again or use the method I show you now. However, that particular method only works for the version 1.0 on PS3 and Xbox 360. Go behind the Dubsta, open your phone camera, and while it opens up, just press enter vehicle. If you don't have this version and the method doesn't work, you need to repeat the same that I showed with Black Dubsta before and block its doors instead. Once inside, just like before, drive away, fail, exit and freely store the car into garage. Since this vehicle has only an invisible secondary color that's special, you can modify it any way you like in the mod shop. Nothing can delete the special property it has. Modifying the vehicle allows you to impound it as well, should you want this stored in there. For the end of this video, I would rate those vehicles slightly annoying. Black one is probably very easy to get, but grey one can surely give issues. And then there are all those game versions to keep in mind. On top of it though, those vehicles are quite lame and I suggest saving your space for something more interesting. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, you can let me know about this by hitting a like button and of course by subscribing. Also make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos in the future.